Hey-o. Ho. What's up? Hello to all the fans. It's pretty hot here today. I'm just going to lead off with that. It's very hot in Arizona. There's a high of 118 degrees today. But yeah, so you can see Duke behind me. I think a little bit now. But yeah, 118 degrees. AC's really struggling in here, so it'll probably be audible for the entire stream. No big deal. We're playing some Disco Elysium tonight. Hey, what up, Flawless JS? Oh yeah, 118. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. But we have all the paper towels in the world right here, in case you need them. What's up? How you doing? Also got a nice beer here. This is Fluctuation Wave by, oh, you can see it up here actually, Equilibrium Brewery. It's good stuff. Give it a 4.5. So yeah, we're playing some Disco Elysium tonight. I believe this is the fourth stream of Disco Elysium. I gotta be honest, I still have no idea what I'm doing. So we're gonna get into it. Have to figure out, remember my hotkeys. I'll stay in the frame. So yeah, I'm this guy. I think if I hit tab, I can like look at stuff. I can highlight stuff. That's interesting. I have a journal, a map. Ooh, finally got the map. Hangpan. Alright, so I haven't really gone anywhere in this place. Somehow I got this map. I think last stream I thought I was still looking for a map, and I guess I got one. Anyway, let's check out this journal. See what I got. Wait, also inventory. Okay, cool. I'm learning all the keys too as we go. All right, so tasks. Let's see what I got to do. I have to find a refrigerator for the victim's body. Check out the fridge in the commercial building. I tried to do that. I'm gonna have to fucking do it tomorrow probably. Send the victim's body to processing. So it's dependent on the first one. Get some speed from Kuno's apartment. Interview the Wild Pines rep. Interview the union boss. Ask around about tattoos. Where's the rest of the armor? Ooh, I need to talk to Kuno about that. I have to go to Measurehead. Once I can just go to Measurehead. There's a secret passage. Okay. Drink some beer. Ooh, I can give a ball to the old guys. Nice. Buy some pants. Find out about the trash. This is a lot. There's a lot of stuff. Okay. There's a lot of stuff. Find out who is in the union box. And they're gonna be in the hotel. Okay. Find out about my gun. Find out about my badge. Pay for damages. Jesus. Alright. So let's knock out the ones we can do, which is ask Kuno, visit Measurehead, and replace the last spool. These are things that we can do, but for now, we're in this room.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard.
Here we go,
covered in
babies.
Scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
Project Dreadboard.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Let's inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. You make out autumnal candle Welkins, casting wax-based magic.
What the fuck is a Welkin?
Translucent Welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
So they're like elves.
Who are all those creatures? Fantasies
Or orcs?
of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Okay.
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist.
Oh.
The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Speaking of, what am I thinking of here? Oh, I see. I can only fit so many thoughts in my head at the same time. Okay. And I'm thinking about this. Okay, cool.
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green
Welkin.
Welkin,
Yeah.
Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin. to
All the
rule
Welkin you
them
need.
all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Okay.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Is this Kim?
For what? All gone.
Is Kim's the
The
killer?
photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
Johnny309 says this is one of the best games of the decade. Wow. Okay. Like the 2010s. So we're out of the decade. That's good. All right, let's
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones.
cool.
Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its
Cozy?
own way.
Cozy.
Like eggnog or morphine. A much needed respite from our own world.
Eggnog and
A
morphine.
pinned postcard reads, the heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe.
Alright, let's look at the
This
schedule.
is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Okay.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
I got experience for that.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, see the prod schedule filament for details. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune Out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
We're all untethered.
Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial
The
area.
doomed commercial
She
area.
tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
So there's some weird shit happening here. Alright. What else we got?
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Let's
A
go.
radio computer. just sitting here without anyone inside. But we are looking for a fridge, and we are pressed for time, so...
Chill out,
On
Kim.
the other hand, it's not that I'm not interested in abandoned radio computers.
Maybe the body has stopped decomposing somehow. I don't know. You're in charge of this expedition, officer.
Is the lieutenant a little scared? Just now when he looked around,
Alright,
the
turn it
machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys
Oh boy.
on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay, nothing happened. That's cool. I want to go check this out. Let's go see what I can do over here. What is it? Give me it. Oh, take it. Yeah. Money? Hell yeah. Emma's Atelier. Take that. Oh, guess I went the wrong way around this room. That's okay. Got nowhere to be. Well, actually,
This
it's
old
like
fireplace
getting
is
pretty
covered
late.
in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems.
Radio.
UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program.
Looks like a surveillance program.
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Alright, so... switch here. So my headphones are about to die because I didn't charge them. So I'm gonna charge my headphones and switch to switch to a different audio. So bear with me for like 2 minutes probably, and we'll be right back. Thanks.
Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 1
Alright, let's see if that works. Also, no. Let's go. Yeah, let's fucking go. Alright, let's get back into this game. Boop. Oh, damn it, I didn't hear it. Hold on. That was because I didn't fix this. Let's try that again. Is that better? Alright. Thanks, chat, for sticking around. Alright, what haven't I done here? What is this thing? Oh, Kim wants to talk. What's up, Kim?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Yes,
that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
They were making D&D Beyond. That's what they were making.
Utter madness, he thinks. It's a compliment.
By the way, let me know if this sounds okay.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, those Welkins are dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the reworked board game.
It's got an echo. Yeah, it's because the mic. Let me try to. All right, let's see if that's better. It's gonna be like right next to my mouth though, so I can't scream.
Not to my knowledge.
Let me know if there's still an echo.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an Inter-Elysium game before. We just don't have technology.
Interi What?
Through coding stations, none of the players has to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have two radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller calling
How about now?
stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
That's weird. This guy's weird. A really weird guy.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality,
But let's finish the game.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Alright, so he doesn't... It's not that cool. Oh, I went out a door. Everyone. Oh shit, hold on. Oh my god. How do I get back? I don't want to be here yet. I wasn't finished up there. I hate doing that. Like, I need to explore all of the dungeon before I can go off to, like, sub-dungeons, you know? can't zoom out here? Jesus. Alright, we're going into this new room. What is this? Slipstream. What is this? Steel rotator blades. Slipstream. Is that the name of the company? I bet. Steel. Ooh. What do we got here? This cube. Oh, you know what? That goes in the computer. Look at that. Solving things all the time. Excuse me.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework.
Another game for
I was so scared for a second. I was like, what's happening in this game? That's awesome. Another game for Mila!
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press it
A
again.
bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also
It's probably
making
some
a
alien
sound.
zeolite
It's probably some
technology.
alien zeolite technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening, Doctor's accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Indian Repeater Station 1.
What is this?
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Portrait Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment.
Oh, cool. She's gonna help me out. That's cool.
Portrait Accident SCR.
Revolutionary interactive call-in radio games.
That's what the catalog says. Any other questions?
This is so fucking meta. God damn it.
The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? If you are unsure, could you please take a look? Open the
Just
hatch
trying to get her
on the
jogging.
compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running through it. But the core
It's
is
called the
safe.
production schedule.
There's a filament inside. I need to know what it's called. Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
No. Still no. Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way
Yeah,
of
I'll get the
turning up.
password.
Portrait accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Good. Please, I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the
Oh, looks like I'll get a warrant.
Portrait accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
I'll wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received.
Don't worry.
Portrait accident. Yes, I am alive. I am
74 years old.
And my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I work as a repeater at the East Indian
Fortress
Repeater Station.
accident.
It's my job to know where you are, Fortress accident.
Hello.
As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark. Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
Nice.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for Tres Accident. Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the frame. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Alright, so I got the production schedule filament memory now. Alright, now I can go outside. Oh, Kim wants to talk. Kimmy, what do you want to talk about? He's probably going to be like, hey, it's getting late.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe.
Yeah, look at
The
that.
nights are still miserably cold this time of year. We should take care of that then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best
Nice.
to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
Alright, so the task is to go fuck myself. It's the refrigerator? Yeah, refrigerator!
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful.
Alright, it's a
A gust of
refrigerator.
freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
No shit.
The lieutenant
You're a fucking
takes a
detective,
peek
man.
inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Of course, a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Just what we were looking for. Let's
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Huge fridge.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Ooh, I got the magnets and the note.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse,
Polar ice
it's
cream.
still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough too.
Look at that. Now we just need to put him in there.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks.
Really?
We need to be as silent as we can.
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet.
The two of you. The body is heavier than you expected.
Oh wow.
and
Nice, we don't have to go back for
stinkier.
it.
It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
That's hilarious. Alright, I need to make a note of that one. Oh, damn it. Alright. Whew, that was a good one, Kim.
You've definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites.
No, I'm gonna make a clip of that, Bulky.
Of course you don't. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This does not leave this room.
He means it. He doesn't want to be the ice bear cop.
Did we though?
Yeah, Chuck him.
Maybe we did. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection, under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour. You're a genius, a regular Copperlangelo. Huh? You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed. Do I remind you of someone? Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it. Love did me in, brother Copo. Do I remind you of someone?
Let's see.
No, not quite. Be fair now. You sure wrinkled out of that one, Coppolini. I like it a lot, bruv. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners.
Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition.
I finally passed a really difficult ability
You
check.
feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
Oh,
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent. You pick it between your fingers. The mess feels large, very porous somehow. Keep crawling, lest you break it.
I'm gonna crawl into his nose.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in. Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching
God.
for something in the cartilage. The thing you're looking for, it's not here.
Crawl
either.
out, spider.
Crawl out, spider. The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue
Lolling
attaches
around like a
itself to the base
scallop.
of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track. The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, delicate to touch. From the soft meat, teeth are budding.
Okay.
Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4
Fuck yeah.
centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Keep going.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brain stem. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
Bullet?
The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever. Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The undulations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet. The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound
My
isn't
God,
wide
must be
enough
like up to
for
my
the
elbow
rest
on
of
this
your
thing.
hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
What?
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material.
What?
The edges cut right into your skin. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
Can you get to it?
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull in the encephalus.
Nice,
knocking
visual
this tiny
calculus.
fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
I wonder, do I have any, I have 1 skill point, huh? Do I have a skill point? It's really hard to tell. Okay. Alright, let's get it.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels sharp, like metal. You press your teeth together. Your jaw is clenched. All you need to do is just... The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist.
Bullet.
Between your fingers,
Bullet through
a
the head.
small flower, a blossom made of lead.
A bullet.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact. Of course, you've earned it. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound? Opinion, fatal injury. We have extensive tissue destruction away from the one track. We have a bullet. And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
Ligament mark?
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body after death, to hide the real cause with a false cause. In this case, this injury here. Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Why would they shoot him and then hang him?
I did not just come up with this. I've had my doubts since you showed me the tracks, officer. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him? There is no satisfactory explanation. There have been other signs too. Small thing. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would.
Alright,
No
leveled
such
up.
for them.
Okay. Boop. Nice. Can't level anything else up, right? Yeah.
We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
It's called overkill for a reason. What?
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Who did
That's
this?
for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier. To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here. Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling Rise should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening. We put him in a bag and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. The body bag should contain the odor for the duration of the transport. I would drive him to processing, but it's too late to do that today. I'll do it first thing tomorrow. No problem. One more thing. This was really good work, detective.
The word lingers in the air of the basement. Far away, ice cream makers are buzzing, and the sea wind blows outside.
Okay.
Detective.
Well, first I want to get through this room. Hidden doorway.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away. Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye.
Give her the old
Bolt
rusty
action
rifle.
with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Police
take a
officers
rifle.
carry guns.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful.
He likes this find.
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
A few bricks have fallen up.
Alright, let's get out of here. Hey, bananas! Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. I should probably look at my thing here. So I have a gun. That's neat. What's this? Fractured bullet?
The bullet
Let's
is
look at it.
safely sealed away in a plastic bag.
Put a body
bearing
in it.
The RCN stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside its orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me. If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it. Possibly to, in conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of you can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard. It's destroyed. Some fragments are still lodged in the wood.
Whoopsie.
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
It's like a rifle.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique.
Nice.
Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold.
Alright, let's see if we can determine what type of weapon shot this.
A rifle.
Success.
Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus
4.46
left over from
millimeter.
the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmar-grade rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BN dominated the battlefields.
That's
of
the same
insular
rifle that
theater
I'm holding
of the
right now.
anti-centennial Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber. No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around.
Who uses Belmar grave
The
rifles these
antiques
days?
enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in
beer you
distant
going?
countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found.
It's a new one.
in a
Yeah.
weapons cache.
Nice. I think we might have had this before, but
Doesn't look familiar to me. I mean, it's possible they've changed the label.
What do you think? Bullet?
I forget we had those polar pops in here.
I think I know where this came
Okay.
from.
And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez or anywhere in Ravachol, really. Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it at the end. Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come
Yeah.
much easier. But back to the investigation. Mysterious? Okay. Either way, we'll know when we find the gun.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
The lieutenant nods.
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to
I
this
have no
tapes,
idea what's
right?
going on,
It's
but
like one of
let's
your
go.
disco tapes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either, man, so makes two of us.
Really? You don't have a single guess? I'm placing my bets on a certain red hat miscreant we met before. He'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the...
Didn't you see one right next to the...
Yeah, I fucking saw one. It's right here. Eat my ass.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams.
Am I gonna get some
In the
ice cream here?
distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or and entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fact that should? You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the
Pry bar.
ice is too... If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Where's my fucking inventory? Alright, let's put the... No, we need the flashlight. Pry bar. What's this? Alright, let's get the thing open first.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has... The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty
I'm watching
well,
the stream from a...
but the lid
Oh,
simply
it's late for you?
won't budge.
From a different time zone. You said time zone. Different. 4. Oh, not... Yeah, I got you, dude.
You
I didn't
see
even
the
notice
pry
you...
bar's metal handle bending
you had a
right
typo.
before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Oh, you're in Eastern time. Ew. Bummer. Wait, Eastern Standard?
I have no idea, officer. This
Or
ice
Eastern
cream maker
Daylight?
isn't important
Wait.
enough to requisition a special tool.
Eastern Daylight, right?
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon...
Alright, let's go back to that inventory. Let's interact with this thing.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
A few weeks, though.
With the permeables drawer inside.
What you doing in Eastern
It's
Standard
held
Time?
together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell. as you
Haha,
ride
got
onto
him. That's the one thing I know about is Standard and Daylight.
it. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back.
Don't think I can interact. Why would it have me interact with that? Alright, I think I'm good there. Let's keep going.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Something close to you dies with a soft electric glow.
Nice.
Why did you do that?
Ooh.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I unplugged the cable so I can open that box. Ooh, what's this? Insane mesh tank top? Let's go. Nice, dude. What part of the East Coast you at? Yeah, your bugs. What's in here?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
What is this thing?
Looks like it. Looks like an old...
You're up by America's Stonehenge. Okay.
It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
It's dark and grimy here.
Dead rats.
In the darkness, you can hear chatter.
Wow, I'm like
It's
so
coming
tired
from
right now.
above.
Might have to make
A
this a
voice
short one
or
tonight.
several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
I want some pizza too.
What are you doing? Wait, really? Should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
A lush layer of coal now covers
That's
your
good to
skin,
hang out with
sinking
family,
into the
Barrett.
wrinkles. Your hands look ancient.
I have some family up there too.
You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Gra, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
No.
Yes, how grown up. The furnace agrees. The lieutenant seems relieved as well. A hollow ring goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Alright, I should load up on health.
A thick layer of
Alright, we need to get out of here. Yay, job searching. Yeah, now's the time to do it. I'll be over there. Oh, cool. You can come out this way. Interesting.
an old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay. Oops. Leave. Alright, let's see if these guys are still around. Come on, hurry up. Where were they? Oh, they weren't over here. See you, Kim. See you, Kim. Oh, wow, he's fast, dude. Where are these old guys at?
The worn and beaten.
Alright, I think the old guys... Where were they? I thought they were... I guess they're over there. Alright, I need to get home. What's new? What's this? Is this game just a text-based RPG? Yeah, pretty much, man. You're just trying to investigate shit. There's a pinball machine, look at that. Pinball. Alright, I should let go of my, Alright, let's try to figure something else out with this guy.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Strong arm.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and...
He shrinks back a bit under the lieutenant's severe gaze.
I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment.
Carrie.
Good luck trying to use it. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Yes, have you got it? Yes. Another thing. Great. I love that, yes.
Alright, so this guy doesn't want to talk. go. Oh wait, can't go that way. Handmaid's Tale, there's some pinball. That's awesome. Yeah, maybe that is a sign you watch too much pinball. I don't think so, though. No such thing. I haven't played Rocky and Bullwinkle in a minute, though. Pretty sure the store will be closed, but let's see. Yeah, they're closed. Oh, shit. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, that was a good tournament. I mean, I played pretty well. Played very well for like
Inside, you see a set of
uncharacteristically
steering wheel, a
well.
radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
It was nice to get some hardware. It's been a while.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these for a little while back. We can take them to
There's
the
a pawn shop?
down by the Martinez Canal. Yes, there's one 100 meters south of here. I think it's called Roy's Nest or something. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Alright, let's go. Pay for damages. Take the spinners to the local pawn shop. Look at those spinners, baby. Yo, I don't know where this place is. Wait, is it up here? Do the video channel point redemptions? Yeah, boy. All of them do. Crank it up. Crank it the fuck up. Yeah, channel points, bits, they're all working.
Hey, banana ass! What? How you doing?
That's a new one.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
Where's this pawn shop at? Hey, bananas! How you doing? I might die looking for this pawn shop. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to... I'm gonna go talk to Measurehead. Yeah, he's a treasure Barrett. Let's go, Measurehead.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
I think I know what the race enigma is.
Look, babe. The minion of law is also a racist, but his racism is basic and round. He thinks he has solved Michelang's enigma by describing a road mechanism of scientific competition.
Yeah, we went over all the sub badges a little bit ago.
So unadvanced.
Almost 12 months, man. That's insane.
The basic race education he received in high school has led him to think his fighter are the sole authors of race theory. An esoteric study reaching back to the ancient mass society of Pericarnassus over 4,500
Thank you for subscribing all those months. Yeah, it must be. I guess you've been streaming for just over 12 months. How dare you not be with us from the beginning, Barrett?
You clearly want to enter the harbor bad. Like a little boy who wants to go on the potty. I can press the button for you. It will open the door. Very well.
Look at that.
You made it to the door once. Our race conversation.
Nice, I appreciate that, Barrett.
Finally. Let's go.
Look at that. So, I go this way now? Yeah. It's super late. Here we go. Oh boy. Postcard. Let's see. Ooh, another thingy.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical
How do you die in this
portrait
game?
of the late Jim
Well,
From the
there
sides of
seems
his
to be a
head,
health
a pair
component.
of white antlers spread
I hope
the
to not
corners
find
of the
out
cover.
the answer to that question, Barrett. I guess you could. I've passed out, but that was from like a story. It was from story progression. Here, let me do boom, so we can see the chat. The front of this quarterly journal. Why? Antlers.
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and, at the same time, above it.
Why Frisell?
Because Frisell was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment
The
of everything the
communards?
communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see. To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just
No
column
pictures.
after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is
Oh,
divided
God.
into several sections. International developments, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Alright, let's read through this fucking magazine.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism.
What?
But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Okay.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing.
I'm gonna
today.
whisper.
Yours.
I
in
think this
struggle,
is a
the
communist
editors.
magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union.
Okay.
They're probably bankrupt.
So he expected this.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations.
I really don't give a
the
shit about
EPIS
that. I hope
nations,
there's not
and
anything else on
you
it.
also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border.
Bear wrestling
Something
in
about
Samara.
bear wrestling in Samara. Book riots in Yugograd. Face it, you really aren't
No,
interested,
I'm not interested in
foreign
foreign
affairs.
affairs.
You're not even sure. You flip back to the front
What's
of the
Kunst
magazine.
and Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you
Arts
that
and culture.
Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
That dawns on me.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only. The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tourney, a critical Mazovian
Critical
perspective.
Mazovian. What?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing. If you don't follow it, you only ever hear about the ludicrous sponsorships and obscene death toll. This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Ah.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the
it's officially
problematic aspects
past midnight
of
in the
Tip
game.
Top Tourney. Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. Oddly enough, this article has two bylines: Nasdaq Encolada Bernal and Excellus Booker. Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an
Is
advertising
sleep required? I
opportunity.
believe so.
Thus, the so-called tourney
Actually,
becomes a competition
one of my
between
tasks
increasingly
is
meaningless
to
brand signifiers.
sell
Discount laundry
some
detergent
spinner
racing against a
hubcaps
pack of Astra
so
cigarettes,
I
or
can
even a fritter.
pay for damages so I have a place to stay. Then I need to wash off the death smell off of me. So this is going good.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest. At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for. Sure, you think that, but subconsciously,
I don't think
it's
I
the
like
vision
watching
of brand
crashes.
names being engulfed in this flimsy magazine is right. Deep down, you know the only true stakes are life and glory,
Or death by fiery dismemberment.
dismemberment. That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone
Kim,
else
did you know
read
Tip Top
critically
Tourney is
for you.
actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction?
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective. I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race.
Wow,
I take
Kim.
whatever they write with a large
Burn,
grain.
You
bro.
flip back to the front of the magazine.
Alright, let's see
The
what they
table
mean
of
by
contents,
local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock
Unqualified,
workers'
huh?
strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez
Martinez
tames the wild pines.
pines.
A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent. According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition.
It's a big word, mucilaginous.
Why do communists love puerile insults? And they wonder why they're always being left out in the cold. Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You should probably know about it already, honestly.
Bummer.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Can I go through
you skim
any more of
ahead.
this?
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally the writer G. You flip back to the front.
Alright, I'm down here. Is that the magazine?
On second glance,
It's unfortunate for the unit.
let's see what's inside, he thinks. The drawer opens smoothly. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data.
There's way too much reading in this game.
kinds of
Yeah, I don't
transactions
disagree with you, Barrett.
Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same
It's,
materials
like, pretty
being
incredible
handed
world
over
building.
to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamra
I too
are listed
expected
among the
more
many
disco.
districts where the
There is
imports are being
disco.
sold.
There's disco happening in the hotel.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names.
Oh, here's an ability
dates,
check.
Quantities and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, it appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have
Nothing
left it.
incriminating here.
Nothing incriminating here.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs.
Take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, all
I don't need
items
that.
on the drawer.
Alright. What else we got here? Oh, those are stairs, damn it.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone.
I don't need that. Oop.
He's looking down at you.
I'm not paying 10 cents to fucking use a phone. Ooh, sunglasses or office shades. Nice. Let's go. He's becoming more disco by the minute, Barrett. Maybe not by the minute, but probably by the hour. I found a mesh tank top earlier, and now I have sunglasses. Ooh, look at that! My jacket. Yes.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours.
Ooh, we got a cloak. Nice. This is badass. What's this? I'm gonna go this way.
all those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the
Someone
ground.
partied really,
Someone
really hard
partied
here.
really, really hard here. Well, they went through 6
Disco
bottles
ass
of potent
blazer.
Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been
Pretty sure it was me.
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you. Yes, this looks pretty advanced, all right.
Is there any more beer? Yeah. Oh, they're all empty bottles, damn it.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
If you must. But please hurry, we are pretty easy to spot over here.
Chill out, Ken.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Let's get going. The entire neighborhood can, if you must.
Nothing incriminating It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René,
Took his photo.
is dressed. René looks like he's about to smile.
Why did you take that picture of René? You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure, as long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of...
Look at all these tasks. Alright. Let's go down this way. No, no, no. Oh. Dude. Oh. What is this? What's this? Stairs are broken. What's this thing?
A rusting controller
Uh-oh.
with several knobs. 2 buttons marked
Well,
Marsh
I'm gonna fuck with this
and
thing.
Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook. Allumé on, éteindre off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container.
Go for it. Ooh, go for it. Go for it.
Oh! Ooh.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk,
Didn't look
crane
very,
places the container down.
very
This
secure.
crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container. Who can say? All you know is... it's
Special container.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
The crane does not return. No screech of metal when you...
Alright, let's go break some shit.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just
Cargo
one of
container,
many.
big deal.
Another game for
You? Because I don't. There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to...
No reply. You attempt to turn the handle.
Mechanic
To no avail.
fucked.
The door to your left. The lieutenant considers your actions with some.
Alright. Next. Another game for Milos! Ooh, what is this cool thing? Hopefully I'm getting to some sort of an end here. What is that? Nothing? It's just empty nothing? Why do people leave so much change on the ground? Wait, no. Is this Renee?
Container,
No.
container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of
Ubi?
Orisund on Normandy.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
This is a terrible song. Oh, I guess I'll interrupt him
The
now.
accent
Container, Everard, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent
This
reason.
guy can't rhyme for shit.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Okay.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pines livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellet. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Yes, I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic. You see disdain in the lieutenant's dark eyes when they meet your...
Oh, mister, I do a lot more than that. I really do most everything around here. Mr. Everett said many times I'm irreplaceable.
He really takes great pride in being in Everard's good graces.
Yes, yeah, I'm like Mr. Actually,
Who is this?
a real pretty lady, but I can't listen.
Stay on this Miss
There we go.
Beaufort topic.
Yes, This place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in
what the hell?
Martin.
I want to continue on this line of questioning.
A real backup.
Stay on this.
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody, and gets along with everyone.
So Ms.
Real pillar
Beaufort,
of the community,
it's
one day, I'm
gonna be
sure.
a villain
For
probably.
a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her.
bummer.
But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
Yes.
Well, thanks. Sometimes I feel some of the...
The white rectangle on your clothes
let's see.
might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Almost forgot about the borscht.
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
You don't have to work when you're on strike.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that.
Union business.
That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling him to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hardies.
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point. You know what? Just cut in there with your...
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Oh, yes. Poor people say us...
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar...
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellows.
Wow.
She was a real pretty lady. But when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
No, you
mister.
fucking didn't.
Yes, we did. We did, mister. Indeed, we did. Him was a big, big fellow. Used to drive the troika near houses, stealing everything. Them was all naked, too. That's all I got to say about that. Thank you, mister. Almost forgot. Mr. Everett is usually in that container over there, but he already left for the day. He never stays after 10 p.m. Bye-bye now.
Alright, so I need to go into this container that this guy's not going to be in. So that's cool. What we got here?
A large table with pear into a discarded coffee cup. You see nothing exceptional. It's a dirty cup, smudged brown, with old ground coffee stuck to the bottom. Look, if you squint your eyes enough, the coffee grounds almost see it's a clue. A clue about the person behind all the murders. Yes, of course. It's certainly not just an example of pareidolia, noticing patterns in noise. Worth it. It's meaningful. I swear. You just wait. I've got the case. You would be correct. You snatch out the red plastic card. It features a black contour of a crane lifting a container. The name, Etienne Bogart, is written in the middle.
Ooh.
Below it, in smaller text.
What we got here? Alright, so I think this is the way out, so I don't want to go that way. I got a marlin up there. Alright, I guess we're leaving this place. Come on. Alright, I gotta go sell... I have to find this pawn shop. I already go this way? Yeah. Whew, let's go. Alright, where the fuck am I? So if I want to get back in there, I have to go talk to Measurehead. Oh, looks like I was able to get back in. Well, I didn't want to be in there. I just wanted to see if I could go in there. Alright. Sure. Our heroes are getting tired. So let's see. We're south of the plaza. Would it be over here? Alright, we're gonna go check. Is this it? What's this? Haven't been this far yet. Does it say pawn shop? Yes. What else we got? I'm glad it's telling me about everyone's sleeping habits. Alright, let's see. Alright, I need to sell shit to this guy.
It's not. What can I do?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately.
Oh, bummer, dude.
RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what? Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Prolidone. It's tough to come by on the street. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
There's a note of indignation in his voice.
Interesting.
Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
I've had to take it, you know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, an early death. No one's, everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forburg as I can. Still in the same city, but a bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities.
Nice.
It malfunctioned. We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect.
Respect.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance. Didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud. Years getting sick. I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Let's see. What should I do here? Should do probably savoir faire. Yeah, let's do that next.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Alright,
You said you'd done it before, yeah?
It's almost like he's worried for you. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
If you say so. Here you go, man.
Yes, darling.
nice.
That's the coalition government ordained Herodon. Straight into your gut. Not so sure about this.
Of course.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing.
Yes, these are very, very good.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
Of course, I meant no offense.
Thank you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business.
Bad for everyone.
Bad for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day.
Can't say I'm a huge admirer of wild pines. And I can't say I trust any silver-tongued spokesperson of theirs. Fortunately, I have no reason to get involved. No, just people like that make everyone else see the world somewhat askew, at an angle that is convenient for them. Now, he's been by the shop a couple of times.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You...
With Kim here too? That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts potent.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer. You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money. When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
You sucked on a gun? Good. Very normal.
15 real.
The lieutenant looks from you to Roy, and then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. This has got to be the most. Wow, there's pity there too, in case you didn't notice.
It certainly does, especially in Revachol. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it. And of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
That's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
This mess, he means your mess.
My apologies, officer.
Okay.
But I have no...
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it.
Of course.
Alright. What else we got here? I'm gonna have to get out of here.
You see Rose try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Yes, buy something nut. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy. Big men on big horses, clad.
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be...
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps.
This is what the loyalists look like, yes, at first. Then they wised up.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers.
This set of soldiers.
You're probably...
Yeah,
I think their
skip through all
poverty
this
has been
shit.
exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Okay, I don't...
He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in Perth. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse. A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say Falcon.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider. The headless phone rider. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it.
Oh, I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, it's almost been 2 hours into our stream, and I started feeling tired about an hour ago. But I kept it up for the fans. But it's now nearly time. Let's see. Pay for the damages. What else we got here? What is this? Ooh. Ooh. OnlyFans. That's right, baby. Alright. Wow, this place is dead. This guy's still awake, huh?
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Well,
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow. Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always.
See you, bitch. Wait, can I go through here? No. Alright. We're about to wrap this up. What's this? Kim, leave me alone. Oh, what's this? Yeah, fucking cash. Let's go. Alright, see ya, Kim.
this is the door to the room you redecorate.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
We're gonna go on the balcony. Ugh, fucking hate this guy.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Good God.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
Should have just saved and walked away.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request...
You're a chicken. You're a chicken. Cuckoo-ca-cha! Cuckoo-ca-cha! What are you doing?
We can
Cuckoo-ca-cha!
but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve with station calls. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they're eventually...
when power calls you,
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in the water bars, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power. We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courant and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to... Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistency. The coalition government, and the RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did.
Okay.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Rebachol or the coalition government formed the RCM. It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the Morlinton leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place.
You know there. No, I don't. Lost my memory, bruh.
There are a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world. Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
something ominous, something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they're a historic figure, the author of the modern age. You will have to...
Okay. For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. Do you?
Let's see.
No. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Rebachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes. Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially Leonie. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes. You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will.
Wait, so he has a cigarette for every night, but he doesn't have one for me?
Yes. It's been a long and eventful day. Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always. Then you shot the body down, which was quite a shot. It enabled us to perform a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. Moreover, you found that the hanged man wasn't just hanged, he was also shot. That was some excellent detective work. And you managed to locate and pull out the bullet, so we can get ballistics, make off the gun. All this is invaluable. We haven't gotten the body out of the yard yet, but at least it's been refrigerated. We also performed a thorough search of the crime scene. That's great. Now, for the interviews. Not always the right people, I'm afraid. We didn't get to meet Eva Claire, but we did get into the harbor. It'll be easier to reach him tomorrow. We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And
That's pretty
those
funny.
heels. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why. The dying lights of the city. This soldier is the highlight of the day.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different, man. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. It's like we run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are...
Night. Captain Bartholomew Price steps into the yard. A piebald horse waits. Rows of houses on either side, hunching over the sidewalks. Thanks, kid. He thinks. He's great.
Yeah, he does like to talk. I mean, they all like to talk. It's fucking insane, man.
Me too. But I would've... Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Yeah, let's fucking go, dude. I have another point. Savoir-faire. Oh, let's go this way. Son of a bitch. Wait, what was that? Alright. Let's go back to the hotel room. Bye, Kim. Bye. See ya. I don't give a shit.
This fan has two children.
Alright, let's see if I can
Has it been consigned
grab the
there?
tie.
Oh
No!
It's happening again. You didn't catch it, and now there's a numbness in your left arm. Plus, it's even worse this time. Maybe you should stop trying to catch the tie. Still happening. Finally, the stabbing recedes. You could try doing it.
God damn it. Alright, bedtime.
The bed is cold, and
Wait, I need to take a bath first.
this is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are. The bathtub, the water is only lukewarm. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them cute enough to focus on. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to then houses along a narrow street. Your fingers. What are the waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes.
Alright. Jesus, still so many fucking tasks here. Wonder if I can go for the tie
This
again.
friend, or has it been consigned?
Okay, bedtime.
The bed is cold.
Oh.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
He doesn't sleep?
And then sleep doesn't come. Maybe it's the bed's fault. Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. It barely covers your toes. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves. Your breathing steadies. A great silence
Let's
washes
go.
over you.
Fall
until
fucking
your
sleep,
eyelids
dude.
twitch.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, it's me.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth? Oh no, funky baby, you stayed.
Bummer, dude.
It was the rest of it that left, while you just stood there with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends?
Harry boy?
Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? No, it's gone. 3 times gone. You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. You really dropped the ball, Harry. No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and act you're trying to want. I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with you. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too.
No.
It's time to go to work.
Waking up
in the
already?
shit
Bummer, dude.
factory.
Alright, well. It's been fun. Let's see,
Good going, buddy.
Oh.
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You don't know. You don't know. Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think?
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Time to get some more.
Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself. Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
Nice.
You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die. Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up.
I'm gonna
you
not
can't
take
detect
speed
without it. It's that simple. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it.
I mean, I can always
After
say I
town,
want to get speed,
dead
and then I don't have to
You
take it
will be
later.
Fast recovery, man. Quick turnaround. Super detective Batman in action.
Alright, so this has been fun. I'm gonna do a little quick save there. And that's gonna be it for tonight. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying, for seeing it through, Barrett Age. Hope you have a good time on the East Coast with your family. And yeah, tune in on Saturday. We're gonna be streaming 7 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Hey, Duke. And yeah, we'll be streaming this again next week. So, looking forward to seeing you guys then. Until then, stay classy.